Hi there, everybody. It's Jason Prigge, and welcome to another episode of Coffee on the Coast. We have a special guest in Meredith Gadzinski from the Manitowoc Public Library. Darn it, I always forget, the award-winning Manitowoc Public Library, one of my favorite places in the city. And we have something very interesting to talk about, don't we? Is there a program going on? Why are you here today?
Yes, I'm here to talk about our summer library reading kickoff program for the adults. And the summer library reading theme is a universe of stories. So I asked Chad Lewis to come back to the library and do a program on UFOs.
UFOs, this is going to be interesting. Okay, what's the program about? Hold on. I'm a little bit scared. Okay, I made this for protection so that they can't read my thoughts. Go ahead.
Well, you can never be too protected from UFOs.
That's right.
The program is on June 13th, starting at 6 p.m. at the library, and it's completely free. And Chad is going to talk about experiences that people have shared with him, and maybe a couple of his own experiences with UFOs, unidentified flying objects. And he does talk about UFOs in his book, Hidden Headlines of Wisconsin, and UFOs have been seen in Wisconsin since the early 1900s.
I'm sorry, Meredith, I gotta take this off, it itches. We're just gonna put it right there. Okay, UFOs have been seen in Wisconsin since the early 1900s.
Yes.
Wow.
Maybe even a little bit before that, and they were reported in newspapers. And I do have a story from 1968 that I read about this morning, where more than 25 people near the Madison area saw a UFO land or fly over, and it ended up at this farm called Berg's Farm, and this farmer got a piece of its metal, whatever ended up at the farm, and this investigative reporter somehow ended up with it, and it was soon collected by two intimidating men. And then when the author of the book that it was in is called UFO Wisconsin, and Chad Lewis wrote a foreword in this book, he said that he went to go interview the investigative reporter and he couldn't find him.
Wow, that's pretty spooky. You know what that reminds me of? Have you ever seen the movie The Iron Giant?
I have not.
Oh my God, it's one of my favorite movies ever. But The Iron Giant is the same thing. Like these people report like this falling object, and then the government comes in, really swoops in really quickly and covers it up. So the reading program, are people going to be reading these books, and then Chad's going to do a presentation, or how is that working?
These books are available to be checked out. You don't have to read about UFOs if that's not what your interest is. You can read about anything for the reading program.
Sure.
You could read the newspaper, that's included in it. But Chad's gonna come and talk about UFO. He's gonna talk about experiences that people have witnessed UFOs in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
For about an hour, and then he'll open it up for questions. And oftentimes with Chad's programs, people come with stories of their own, which always makes for an interesting discussion.
Wow.
And one thing I do like about Chad is he presents the evidence, and then he lets you choose what you want to believe.
And then you can decide for yourself. You know, UFO is not just some kind of an alien spaceship, but UFO is literally by definition an unidentified flying object. So I've read about a few of these things that have actually been identified as an Air Force experiment or some kind of explanation, but the great majority of them are unexplained, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and there's one in this book that was actually a saw that was flying through the air that someone saw, that they later identified that it was like a saw blade that was flying.
Oh my!
People saw
that flew off of a saw.
But someone reported it as a UFO because they
Sure.
didn't know what it was.
Sure, the unidentified part of it.
Yeah.
Wow. So the adult summer reading program, is there like a recommended book list, or how does I know how the children's department does theirs. How does the adult reading department do kind of their summer reading program?
Very similar. So the reading requirements are a little bit higher. So all you have to do is up to 4 times a week. You can read more than that. You have to read for 30 minutes a day.
Cool.
You record that. There's other activities that you can do. The adults get a bookmark similar to what the children's do. We've streamlined it to make it easy for families with children. So reading with your children counts as part of your reading. A reading without your children counts.
Sure.
It's kind of up to you how you want to handle it. And then we have prizes as well. So,
Ooh, cool. Like what kind of prizes?
an iPad.
Really? Wow. And is the program free to sign up?
Yes.
Okay, so you can go sign up, do the summer reading program, find an interesting book on UFOs or on whatever you want, on cooking, on whatever, some fiction and nonfiction. Sign up for the adult summer reading program at our Manitowoc Public Library, and you have to register by when to qualify for all that stuff.
You can pre-register right now, but you pick up your bag, your swag bag, on June 8th.
On June 8th.
Which is a
all right,
Saturday.
and that's coming up. Yeah, that's like next Saturday. It's coming up very quickly. So very good. And if you're interested in UFOs, tell us again when Chad's coming.
Chad's program will be on June 13th, beginning at 6 p.m.
Very cool. And if you're scared of make sure that you purchase and make, never mind, your own tin helmet. Thank you so much, Mary. At least I got you the smile. Have a great day, everyone, and please visit the Manitowoc Public Library.